How to maintain healthy bone density through nutrition. After 50. Have you ever felt that slight twinge in your bones or noticed your posture isn't quite what it used to be? If you're over 50, you're not alone. It's a natural part of aging, but that doesn't mean it has to be your new normal. In fact, your bones are more than just a framework of your body. They're living tissue that needs care and attention. But here's the good news. You have the power to make a real difference when it comes to your bone health, and it starts with what you eat. Today, I want to share with you some simple, science-backed strategies for maintaining strong, healthy bones as you age. No complicated supplements, no extreme diets, just real, actionable advice. You might be surprised by how small changes in your daily nutrition can lead to big improvements in how you feel and move. And trust me, it's never too late to start. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which foods to focus on, how to balance your nutrients, and why these small, consistent changes matter. Together, we'll break down the steps in a way that's easy to understand so you can start taking control of your bone health today. It's time to give your bones the love and attention they deserve. Let's get started. Before we dive into the foods that can help maintain your bone density, let's take a moment to understand what bone density is and why it's especially important for you after 50. As we age, our bones naturally lose mass and become more fragile. This process is known as osteopenia, and if it continues, it can progress to osteoporosis, a condition where bones become weak and more likely to fracture. Osteoporosis is often called a silent disease because it develops without symptoms until a bone breaks, which is why it's essential to take proactive steps now. You might have heard of osteoporosis or have a loved one who has struggled with it. But here's the thing. You have control over how your bones age. Nutrition plays a huge role in maintaining bone density, and the choices you make today will impact how strong and resilient your bones are as you move into your 60s and beyond. Let's dive into the foods that can help strengthen your bones and why they're so crucial. Number 1. Calcium. The building block of healthy bones. If there's one nutrient that's synonymous with bone health, it's calcium. It's like the foundation of a house. Without it, bones become weak and brittle. So, how much calcium do you really need? The general recommendation for adults over 50 is around 1,200 milligrams per day. I remember a time when I was visiting my aunt, who had always been very active, but in her late 50s, she started to have some bone issues. When I asked her about her calcium intake, she admitted she wasn't eating many calcium-rich foods. She was relying on a calcium supplement, but it wasn't enough on its own. Calcium needs to come from food sources, not just pills, because the body absorbs it much better when it's part of a whole food. Why it's important. Calcium is essential for maintaining bone mass, especially as you age. The body stores 99% of its calcium in bones and teeth, and when you don't get enough calcium from your diet, the body takes it from your bones, weakening them over time. Best sources of calcium. You can find calcium in a variety of foods. Some of the best sources include calcium 19216, calcium 9.112, leafy greens, kale, collard greens, and bok choy. Dairy, yogurt, milk, and cheese are all excellent sources of calcium. Fortified foods. Some plant-based milks, like almond or soy milk, orange juice, and cereals, are fortified with calcium. Fish, sardines, and salmon with bones are great options. If you're dairy-free or vegan, leafy greens and fortified foods will become your best friends. But it's also worth noting that calcium from dairy is absorbed more easily than from plant sources, so be mindful of this if you're avoiding dairy. Number 2. Vitamin D, the key to calcium absorption. I often talk to people about their calcium intake, only to hear them say they're eating all the right foods, but still feel their bones aren't as strong as they should be. The missing link? Vitamin D. Imagine trying to build a house with the right materials, but no tools to actually put it together. That's what happens when you consume calcium without adequate vitamin D. Your body can't properly absorb the calcium, and it doesn't do you any good. Why vitamin D is critical. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in helping your body absorb calcium. Without it, your bones can't use the calcium you're taking in. This becomes even more important as we age, as our skin's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases. How much do you need? For adults over 50, it's recommended to get 800 IU of vitamin D daily. However, you may need more if you live in a place with limited sunlight, especially during winter months. Best sources of vitamin D. Sunlight. Aim for about 10-30 minutes of sun exposure several times a week, depending on your skin type and where you live. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Fortified foods. Plant-based milk, orange juice, and cereals are often fortified with vitamin D. Egg yolks and mushrooms. A good plant-based option. If you're not getting enough from sunlight or food, you might want to consider a vitamin D supplement. But always check with your doctor first to find the right dose for you. Number 3. Magnesium, the silent partner to calcium and vitamin D. Now let's talk about magnesium. It's not as well known as calcium or vitamin D, but it plays a silent but vital role in your bone health. Magnesium works hand in hand with calcium and vitamin D to support strong bones. I remember one of my clients, Sarah, who was struggling with bone density issues despite getting plenty of calcium and vitamin D. After a deeper dive into her nutrition, we realized she was lacking magnesium. Once she started incorporating magnesium-rich foods into her diet, she noticed an improvement in how she felt overall, and her bone density tests showed positive results. Why it's important? Magnesium helps regulate calcium levels in the body and supports bone formation. In fact, about 60% of your body's magnesium is stored in your bones. Best sources of magnesium. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. Legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas. Whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, and oats. Leafy greens. Spinach and Swiss chard. Dark chocolate. Yes, your sweet tooth can actually support your bones. Magnesium is often overlooked, but it's a critical nutrient for bone health, especially when combined with calcium and vitamin D. So, make sure you're getting a good balance of all three. Number 4. Vitamin K2. The unsung hero of bone health. When we talk about bone health, we often focus on calcium. But did you know that vitamin K2 is just as important for maintaining bone strength? It's one of the unsung heroes in bone health. Why it's important? Vitamin K2 activates proteins in the body that help direct calcium to the bones, where it's needed most, rather than allowing it to deposit in your arteries. This is critical for preventing bone loss and maintaining bone density as you age. Best sources of vitamin K2. Fermented foods. Natto, a type of fermented soybean, is the most potent source of vitamin K2. Cheese. Hard cheeses like Gouda and Brie are excellent sources. Egg yolks and chicken liver. You don't need a lot of vitamin K2. Just a small amount each day can have a big impact on your bone health. Number 5. Collagen. The foundation for bone structure. Finally, let's talk about collagen. While it's most commonly associated with skin health, collagen is also a major structural component of your bones. As you age, your body's natural collagen production decreases, which can lead to weaker bones. Why it's important. Collagen makes up about 30% of the protein in your body, and it provides strength and elasticity to your bones. Research suggests that supplementing with collagen can improve bone density and support bone strength. Best sources of collagen. Bone broth. It's rich in collagen and a comforting addition to your diet. Collagen supplements. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides are easily absorbed and can be added to your daily routine. Gelatin. Found in foods like jellies or homemade puddings. By adding collagen into your diet, you're giving your bones the building blocks they need to stay strong and resilient. Now that you know the essential nutrients for maintaining healthy bones after 50, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin K2, and collagen, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Start by incorporating a variety of these nutrient-rich foods into your meals each day. Think about making a spinach salad with some cheese and pumpkin seeds, a side of salmon, and maybe even a warm cup of bone broth. It doesn't need to be complicated. Remember, small changes can make a big impact, and it's never too late to start taking care of your bones. With the right nutrition, you can enjoy strong, healthy bones for years to come. Now, take a moment to think about how you can make these changes to your diet. At the end of the day, maintaining healthy bones after 50 isn't about making drastic changes or following an extreme regimen. It's about simple, consistent adjustments that can make a huge difference over time. By focusing on the right nutrients, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin K2, and collagen, you are giving your bones the nourishment they need to stay strong and resilient. These aren't quick fixes, but small shifts that add up, improving your overall well-being and setting you up for a healthier future. The beautiful thing about nutrition is that it's never too late to start making these changes. Whether you're just beginning to think about your bone health, or you've been actively working on it for a while, every step you take will move you closer to the vibrant, active life you deserve. Remember, it's not about perfection. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just begin with one small change. Maybe adding a serving of leafy greens to your lunch, or drinking a cup of bone broth a couple of times a week, and build from there. Each step is progress, and that's what truly counts. As you work towards strengthening your bones, you're not just preventing fractures, you're investing in your long-term health. Stronger bones mean better mobility, fewer risks of injury, and greater freedom to do the things you love. Imagine not worrying about a fall when you're out hiking with friends or playing with your grandchildren. Imagine feeling confident in your ability to stay active and healthy as you age. So, take action today. Your bones are your foundation, and with the right care, they'll carry you through many more years of good health. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, the effort you put in now will pay off in the form of greater energy, vitality, and a stronger, healthier body. You've got this. Maintaining healthy bone density after 50 is all about nourishing your bones with the right nutrients. Calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin K2, and collagen. These key vitamins and minerals work together to support bone strength and prevent bone loss, so make sure you're getting plenty of them through whole foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, fortified dairy alternatives, and nuts. Remember, small changes are powerful. You don't need to make drastic shifts to see results. Just add a few bone-boosting foods to your daily meals, stay consistent, and give your bones the love they deserve. By doing so, you'll not only support your bone health, but improve your overall energy, mobility, and quality of life as you age. So, start today. Your future self will thank you for it. Keep moving forward, and know that with each healthy choice, you're building a stronger foundation for the years to come.